Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So South Carolina's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Off play action. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Offense getting set for first down. Handoff from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Just a short pass to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well.
Nothing but green ahead. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Volunteers are rolling down the field.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The offense set for a first down play. The run from the shotgun.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to pop the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. The Volunteers will keep this drive going. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! Volunteers! What a grab and go for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Got him and nobody's close. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keeps it on the bootleg. Makes the grab down the middle. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. Oh, look out, there he goes! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Using the quick game, they make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the
Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Gamecocks in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Unloads to the right. And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. First down here for the offense. The run to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Right down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man.
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
The Gamecocks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game. But
looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown Vols! A great catch and run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just feeds the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. They're working that left side. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
At the 36. And that's a first down for the offense.
They move the tight end all over. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And you've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed, and the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll run the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll go with the running game on 4th down here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Plows through the defense, and they'll knock him down.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And a nice catch, way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got his man quickly. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. That last completion sets him up on second down. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Third down.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Quick strike complete. And the Volunteers pick up the first down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
35, South Carolina.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Right back to it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Brings up 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
And the Vols line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's going to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They'll run this play from the pistol. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Vols have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
And the Volunteers get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Westbrook. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he's knocked down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.